The bedside clock glowed 12:17 a.m., its dim digits slicing through the heavy darkness of our room. I lay frozen, feigning sleep, my back turned to the door, though dread thrummed through every inch of me. My thoughts had been running in circles for hours, obsessively replaying a single, unbearable moment. 10 minutes earlier than expected, a car had pulled into the driveway. She was home from her hospital shift, but too early. That 10-minute discrepancy clung to me like static. The bed dipped slightly as she climbed in, and the presence that once brought me peace now felt foreign, even repulsive. Her quiet breaths mingled with the sound of the blankets shifting, a sound I once found comforting. Now it grated against me like a cruel reminder of what had been broken. I stayed still, refusing to let her know I was awake. My body ached from the tension, hands clenched, muscles trembling as if they might snap under the weight of it all. Anger and grief coated my tongue like rusted metal. I listened as she settled into place beside me, an intruder in what used to be our shared space. Then came a small sound. A gasp, almost imperceptible, followed by a sudden pause in her breathing. It lingered, stretching time itself. A part of me, against all logic, still wanted to comfort her. That urge died quickly as another image rushed in, those text messages. The ones I was never meant to see. The ones that tore our marriage apart. She had found the letter. I turned toward her slowly, forcing myself to meet her eyes. Pale moonlight spilled across her face, making her look ghost-like. Her expression was stricken, her hands trembling as they gripped a single sheet of paper, my letter. She held it as if it might bite. Her lips parted as she began to read the words I'd poured out, words soaked in pain, in all the silent suffering I'd endured. That letter wasn't written in rage. Not entirely. It was an attempt to voice the emptiness I'd carried for months, the sorrow of living in a home that had grown cold and unfamiliar. It was the story of broken trust, of a future I could no longer see. And it ended with a single, devastating truth. I know about him, ally. Her eyes lifted to mine, wide with horror. How? She whispered, her voice cracking. How did you find out? Does it matter? I replied, emotionless. I had imagined this confrontation countless times, rehearsed what I'd say. In my mind, it always involved screaming, crying, chaos. But now, in the real moment, I felt only stillness. A terrible calm. She didn't answer. Her eyes flicked back to the letter like she was trying to decode something larger than herself. It's too late, I said softly but firmly. I've known for weeks. The phantom work shifts. The hushed phone calls. That perfume, someone else's. It's over, ally. Tears spilled quietly down her cheeks. Her voice cracked again. Please, Steve, don't do this. I made a mistake. A mistake? I echoed bitterly, the words turning to ash in my mouth. No. You made choices. Again and again. Every time you went to him, you made a choice. And each one took another piece of us away. I rose from the bed and pulled on my clothes in silence. The air between us was thick with guilt, with endings. I looked at her, this stranger who used to be my wife. Where are you going? She asked, barely audible. To see someone, I said, tying my shoes. I didn't need to elaborate. She understood. The drive blurred, just headlights and agony. Every streetlight felt like a reminder of what I'd lost. By the time I reached his house, my hands were trembling with fury. I gripped the steering wheel so tightly my knuckles ached. When he opened the door, he was relaxed, barefoot, in a t-shirt and shorts. The same smug look from the photos on Ally's phone was now on his face in real time. Younger. Arrogant. Everything I wasn't. Can I help you? He asked, cocky and clueless. Yeah, I said. I'm Steve. Ally's husband. Just like that, the smirk vanished. Fear flickered in his eyes. He moved to close the door, but I jammed my foot in the frame and shoved my way inside. You've been sleeping with my wife, I growled, the words acid on my tongue. He stammered, tried to deny it, but I wasn't there for an explanation. I grabbed his shirt collar, dragging him close. You thought you could insert yourself into someone's marriage and just walk away? Like it meant nothing? I couldn't hear myself anymore. The rage took over. Everything I couldn't say to Ally, everything I'd bottled up, I unleashed it with my fists. I hit him until my hands bled, until he collapsed on the floor, sobbing and broken. I left him like that. Broken. And I walked out into the night, the cool air brushing my face. For the first time in weeks, I could breathe. But peace didn't follow. The betrayal still burned.